Designing your dream home. Don't make these common mistakes that could leave you frustrated and out of pocket. From awkward layouts to cramped closets, we're breaking down 9 home design mistakes you'll regret and showing you exactly how to fix them for a space that feels smart, stylish, and totally livable. Nine home design mistakes you'll regret and how to fix them. Mistake number 1, narrow or long hallways with no real purpose. Let's start with a big one I see way too often. Hallways that are technically to code, but feel super cramped. Most people assume 36 inches is fine because that's the minimum allowed by code. But here's the thing, 36 inches feels tight. Try walking down that with a laundry basket, or passing someone, or moving a couch. It's a squeeze. Want it to feel better? Go with at least 42 inches. Even better? 48 inches if you've got the space. It makes your home feel open, comfortable, and easier to live in. Because good design isn't just about what's allowed, it's about what feels right. Mistake number 2, low ceilings. Low ceilings might technically pass inspection, but they instantly make a space feel small, dark, and dated. They limit your design options. No statement lighting, no big windows, no ceiling beams. And worst of all, they hurt your resale value. These days, buyers expect at least 9-foot ceilings on the main floor. Here's what the code says. Living spaces, minimum 7 feet. Us bathrooms or laundry, 6 feet 8 inches. Basements, 7 feet. Beams can drop to 6 feet 4 inches. Sure, those meet code, but if you want your home to feel upscale, go taller. Recommended heights, main floor 9 to 10 feet, second floor 8 to 9 feet. Basement, aim for 8 to 9 feet if you can. Attics bonus rooms, 7 feet usable height at minimum. Pro tip, think in volume, not just square footage. Higher ceilings equals more space, more light, more luxury. Mistake number 3, poor space planning. This one's a silent killer. You can have stunning finishes, designer lighting, and top-tier appliances. But if the layout is wrong, the house just won't feel right. Bad layout examples. Your front door opens straight into the kitchen, a bathroom door facing the dining table, huge hallway, tiny bedrooms, bedrooms sharing a wall with the living room, goodbye privacy, a gorgeous kitchen, but no pantry and a traffic jam around the island. What makes a layout great? Clear separation between public and private areas, smooth flow from room to room, logical furniture placement, easy movement, especially around busy spots like kitchens and baths, windows in the right places to bring in light. Pro tip, mentally walk through your home, from the front door to the bedroom. If anything feels awkward or forced, it probably needs to change. Want to avoid these issues? Walk through the plan in your mind. Ask for a 3D walkthrough. Prioritize function over flashy looks. Work with a designer who really understands flow. Mistake number 4, designing without thinking long-term. Designing for right now without thinking about the future can cost you big time. Too small? Great for a single person. But what happens when you have a family or aging parents move in? Too big. A fancy guest suite or formal dining room might look impressive, but if you barely use it, it's just wasted space to clean and heat. Smart design equals flexibility. Rooms that can grow with you. Built-in storage that adapts. A layout that won't need major remodeling down the road. Always ask, who is this home for? Today and tomorrow. Mistake number 5, lack of a shoe and coat closet at the entryway. This one's sneaky. It's just an entryway, right? Wrong. Skip a proper entry zone and you're setting yourself up for chaos. No place for shoes, coats, bags. It all ends up in a pile near the door tossed on chairs. Why it matters. Messy first impressions, daily frustration, a beautiful home that always feels cluttered. Even though building code doesn't require an entry closet, Real estate pros and homeowners expect one, especially near the front or garage door. In cold climates, it's practically essential. Mistake number 6, bathroom facing the dining room. Let's be real, nobody wants to enjoy dinner while staring at a toilet door. Sure, it's not against code, but it's definitely against good design. It ruins the vibe, creates privacy issues, and lowers your resale value. Just don't do it. To mistake number 7, no laundry near the bedrooms. If your bedrooms are upstairs but the laundry's in the basement, that's outdated. Today's homeowners expect convenience. Running up and down stairs with laundry baskets isn't just a hassle, it's a design fail. Pro tip, even a small stackable washer-dryer in a hallway closet makes a world of difference. Put the laundry where the laundry lives. Mistake number 8, not enough natural light. Dark homes feel small, closed off, and uninviting, even if they're big on square footage. Skimping on windows or poor placement is a big design mistake. Natural light boosts mood, makes spaces feel larger, and adds instant value to any room. Fix it. Prioritize bigger windows, add skylights where possible, and keep layouts open to let light flow through. Bright homes sell faster and live better. Mistake number 9, small bedrooms and tiny closets. Why small bedrooms and tiny closets are a big mistake. Poor planning. People often shrink bedroom and closet space to save square footage or push space into the kitchen or living room. But it backfires. A bedroom that's too small feels tight, uncomfortable, and restricts furniture layout. According to IRC residential code, a bedroom legally must be at least 70 square feet. But let's be honest, that's tiny. We recommend a minimum of 110 to 120 square feet, like 11 by 10 or 12 by 10, as a real baseline for comfort, especially if you want a queen bed, nightstands, and room to walk. Closet mistakes equals daily frustration. Now let's talk closets. A tiny 2-foot wide sliding closet doesn't cut it anymore. Today's homeowners want function, full wardrobes, seasonal storage, and no clutter. We recommend a reach-in closet that's 5 to 6 feet wide, or a walk-in closet that's 6 by 6 or larger. Also consider door swing and clearance. If a closet door opens into the bedroom and you're already tight on space, it just gets worse. Your home should work for you, not against you. Avoid these pitfalls, plan with purpose, and design a space that feels good today and tomorrow. Want more smart home design tips? Hit that follow button and let's build better, one room at a time.